Victoria, why did I get disenrolled from my Medicare Advantage plan? What's going on? Everyone, my name is Victoria Cabrera. Welcome to the Medicare Space channel. Today we are going to be going over a very important topic. All of the topics are very important, but today specifically because it can have to do with what you're paying out of pocket for your medical costs, your medical services. So we get, now more than ever, we're getting a lot of the questions. It doesn't happen all the time, but it's more common than what I've normally seen it in the past. What's happening is I get customers that come into the office or that are calling me over the phone telling me, Victoria, I had a Medicare Advantage plan, HMO or PPO, and all of a sudden I went to the doctor and now I'm paying 20%, or I had to pay $500, or they tell me, all these fees that they're responsible for. And so normally I ask a few questions and I determine, oh, okay, well, maybe the office is not billing the insurance correctly, or maybe there was a slight error. But if we dig more deeper and we find out that there was not an error in billing the insurance, or maybe you were in network with that provider, or we find out, okay, that's not the issue. We determine, then we contact your insurance company and we find out that you're no longer on that plan. So what are things that could have happened? What would be a reason why you would have gotten disenrolled in your Medicare plan? So I'm going to go over a few things today on what may have happened. One, you may have changed your health plan. So there's been a lot of people getting phone calls about, Medicare, how can we help you? You're on Medicare, we want to help you save some money. And so you decide, hey, you know what, this Medicare supplement might be a better option for me, or maybe this other Medicare Advantage plan might be a better option for me, even though it's illegal for us to call you on Medicare Advantage plans. But you're still getting a lot of phone calls today regarding Medicare. And unfortunately, there's a lot of unethical people out there that will tell you, if you change your plan, you get this, X, Y, Z. So one thing that could have happened is you might have changed your health plan, and you may have agreed to something over the phone. They may have got your permission to sign that application over the phone. The new insurance kicked in and you didn't even know it. Okay, because you get so much mail that maybe you just, hey, this is not my insurance company, and you just kind of toss that mail aside. So if you changed your health plan and you really weren't aware that you changed your health plan, a few things could have happened. If you went to the doctor to get services done, or you maybe you were sick and you needed to see the doctor, or they needed to run lab work, blood work, x-rays, things like this, if you would have gotten a bill for that stuff and it was over the copay in which you normally pay, what may happen is that when you change that plan, maybe that doctor's not in network with the new plan. So one, you may have changed your plan without your knowledge, or you did something over the phone and you thought, oh, it sounds good, and you just kind of brushed it off, and maybe that's what happened. Another thing that could have happened is a lot of people will talk to agents, and maybe they had an issue with their drugs, okay? So let's say you're on a Medicare Advantage plan that included drug coverage, and now you ran into an agent, or you saw a letter in the mail from an insurance company saying that you can now get your drugs at a zero copay for tiers 1 and 2 and a low copay for tier 3 and 4, okay? And you call that insurance company, they verify all your medications, it sounds great, you're gonna get your drugs lowered. Well, by enrolling in that prescription drug program, did you know that you will automatically get disenrolled from your Medicare Advantage plan? So I'm going to say that again. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan and you enroll in a prescription drug program, you will automatically be disenrolled from your Medicare Advantage plan. That's very important to understand, because what happens is once you take that prescription drug program and you revert back to original Medicare, which is just the A and the B, and now you're responsible for the deductibles and the co-insurance, the 20%. Well, when you go to the doctor, obviously you're going to notice a higher medical bill, because remember, your prescription drug on the standalone drug side, you're paying for the drug portion, not the additional medical coverage portion. Okay, so if this is confusing, you can call me at any time and I can answer your questions. So just remember, anytime, and that goes for enrolling into another Medicare Advantage plan. If you enroll into one Medicare Advantage plan, you automatically get disenrolled from the other Medicare Advantage plan that you were previously on. So it's very important to remember. Another thing that could have possibly happened is maybe you were on a special needs program. Maybe you were dual eligible, or maybe you had a chronic SMP program, which is a chronic special needs program, or special needs plan, special needs program. So anytime you're on a chronic SMP or a dual SMP when it comes to Medicare Advantage, the reason why you're on that plan is because you qualified, because either one, you had Medicare and Medicaid, which then qualified you for a dual SMP program, or you had, so let's just say you had Medicare and Medicaid, and you enrolled into a dual SNP program that was available in your service area, and it offered some additional benefits that you weren't getting through the Medicaid program. And all of a sudden, you actually go back to work and you're making a little bit more money. And you said, you know what, Victoria, I felt like my Social Security was just not enough. So I went back to work, and now I'm making an extra $1,000 a month. Well, when you're on Medicaid, that's a state program. You have to qualify based on your income. So anytime your gross income increases, there's a possibility that you're no longer eligible for Medicaid. So if you ever lose Medicaid, they normally will send you a letter saying, you're no longer eligible. So then what that means is that you're no longer eligible for what? For your Medicare Advantage plan that you were on. So it's also very important, if you ever lose your Medicaid status, you always want to call that insurance company to see if there is another plan available for you that is fit for you. You can always call me and I can take a look to see if that's the case. You can always let me know and I can help you find a plan as well. So keep in mind, anytime your status changes in something, it's always good to call your agent to find out if it's going to affect your insurance. On the other side of that, there's what's called chronic special needs programs or special needs plans. And with the chronic special needs plans, this means you have a qualifying health condition, maybe like diabetes or cardiovascular disorders, heart issues, something along those lines, that plan will allow you to elect their special needs plan, the chronic special needs plan, and because of your qualifying health condition. So let's say that, I don't know, so you ran into an agent and they put you into a chronic plan, but maybe you never had a chronic condition, okay? What might happen is that in a couple of months, you're going to get a letter from the insurance company saying you don't qualify. We cannot verify your condition. We cannot verify with the doctor your condition. And what'll happen is they'll automatically disenroll you from that chronic plan. You'll get terminated from that plan. That's another way. Another reason on the chronic side is that if you do have a qualifying health condition and maybe the doctor's office is pretty busy, they haven't gotten back to the insurance company to sign off on saying, yes, Miss Rodriguez, Miss Rodriguez does have diabetes, or she has had a heart issue in the past. If they don't get that information back to the insurance carrier normally will send you a letter saying, we cannot verify your chronic condition. Please get with your doctor or your agent. So if for some reason they don't get that information in time and you ignore the letter and you never call your agent, well, guess what? There's a possibility you can get disenrolled from your Medicare Advantage plan. So there's several ways that you can get disenrolled. Those are the top ways that I've seen that you can get disenrolled from your Medicare Advantage plan that you're currently on. So what I would recommend is anytime there's a change, if you move, and that's another reason, if you moved service area and the plan that you were on wasn't available in the service area. So you always want to stay on top of your insurance. Anytime there's changes, better safe than sorry. If you move, if you've had a change in health status, if you think you've signed for something over the phone and you can't remember, Medicare can always verify what plan you're on or what plan is about to go into effect. So there's several ways to get help. If you notice that you're paying more than what you typically pay, the best thing to do is to call somebody, to call your agent, ask them, hey, or let them know, hey, I had to pay $100 for my doctor's visit. They didn't tell me what was going on. Can you help me? Can you figure out what's going on? And we'll normally go to bat for you and try to figure out what the issue is. That's specifically for Medicare Advantage, because with Medicare Advantage, there's a lot of different ways. It's a lot easier to get disenrolled from a plan if something happens or something triggers that event to happen. With the Medicare supplement, it's not as easy to get disenrolled from a Medicare supplement, because the only way really you can get disenrolled from a Medicare supplement is, one, you didn't, due to non-payment, you didn't pay your premium, or two, you called and canceled the policy. You know, some people call and cancel to go to another Medicare supplement. So that can be, but those, you're not going to get caught off guard when something like that happens. With a Medicare supplement, it's easier to manage because you know, well, there's a reason why it got canceled. It's because I didn't pay, or maybe I switched my health insurance. With Medicare Advantage, I see it more often because you got seniors, you know, getting bullied into making decisions over the phone. And not all the time. Like people like me, we sell insurance over the phone. You'll run into great agents out there that sell insurance over the phone. I'm not talking about those agents. I'm talking about these huge, you know, telemarketing companies that are calling you and not doing the right thing, not looking at your whole situation. And, you know, they're actually in some cases not even following the rules of the Medicare guidelines. So if you need a trusted professional to help you, I can be that resource for you. If you know you don't feel like I'm a good fit for you, I can get you in contact with a colleague of mine. I work with several agents across the nation that can help you. If you're in a state that I can't help you in, I definitely will get somebody to help you with it. I want to thank you so much. If you feel like you got help out of this video, please share it with family and friends that might need help, or maybe they're experiencing something now with their Medicare plan. You can copy this link and text it over to them. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. The more people that, you know, share this information, I can continue to put this information out there for you to have that education. Again, as always, my information are in the comments below. And if you ever need anything, you know where to reach me. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next video.